Cancer Rising, this is your monthly reading for the month of February 2025. My name's Podkane. If you haven't been here before, you don't know your rising sign, check out a website like astrocharts.com where you can get your full astrology birth chart. You do need your time of birth, your exact time of birth for this one. Most people can find that on their, I want to say birth control chart, but that's not it. Anyway, you're looking for birth certificate. You're looking for your ascendant. That is another name for your rising sign. That's a lovely start to this one. All right, so Cancer rising. Oh, let's get a card for you describing your current situation for the month of February. Alive. You alive. That's a true crime deck, so it's not exactly its intended use, but I felt like this would be a good one to use. You're alive. Okay. Let's find out. Let's get a oracle card deck. Oracle card from the Buddhist something. Buddha Wisdom oracle deck. Buddha Dakini, the white Buddha family of the center. Replace ignorance by studying spiritual teachings. Okay. Hopefully we'll do that. I'll cover up her tatas. All right. This is such a weird start to this reading. Now we're using the Star Tarot to get your reading for this month. Cancer rising, February 2025. What's going on for them? Okay. All right. How are they showing up right now? Star reversed, losing hope. Moon reverse, gaining clarity though. 10 of Wands, letting go of burdens that are not worth having. So you're kind of, alive, right? Like you're at your bare essentials, your bare necessities right now in February, where it's like you don't know which direction you're going. You're in need of like rejuvenation and healing for sure. But there's clarity, you're kind of pulling yourself out of it by first of all, letting go of any unnecessary entanglements that, you may be involved in. But it's sort of, it's not all bad. It's sort of just lacking in vision. I think there's a lot of different ideas around you as to where you should go next, what you should do. People's got, there's like arguments happening, and everyone's got their own idea of what you should do this, you should do that. What about this? What about that? But like nobody else but you has a vision for the future. They don't know who, what's in your past. So that's that on that. All right. What does Cancer rising have in February? 5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So while you are not injured or left out in the cold, you're not isolated. You've got a roof over your head, or, you have what you need to stay alive. You're just lacking in direction. You're having a hard time. So the 2 of Wands reverse is usually upright. It's about looking out into the world, seeing what opportunities are out there, creating a plan for taking an idea and moving it forward. And while you may have the idea in mind, because you're from the Ace, which is the idea, now you're here at the 2, you don't know how it's going to all work out. You don't have a clear plan or even an idea about what to do next. What is Cancer rising thinking about? Ace of Pentacles, lacking in opportunity. 4 of Cups reverse, and you're just accepting it. I think there's sort of a malaise has set in where you're just like, it is what it is for right now. I'm just keep going and keep it going. Okay, so there's been a recent heartbreak that's sort of in the background. That's been plaguing you a bit. You feel like you've been separated from something that you cared a lot about. What was that thing that they were separated from? Knight of Cups reversed. It's just a romantic relationship that turned sour, where at first it was all like maybe love bombing, or like, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome, you mean the most to me, I want to do everything for you. And there was like a lot of chivalry or a lot of, performative action, and then it just turned into not that. This person could have become controlling, demanding, emotionally manipulative, hot and cold, whatever. So that's how it went down. Not quite over that yet. Still plaguing your mind, still on your mind. Cancer rising. What's going on in your home life in February 2025? Three of Wands. World reversed. Okay. There's dogs barking, but I didn't pick it up. Seven of Wands and Queen of Cups. So with the Three of Wands, there's definitely like a waiting game. You're sort of expecting a return on investment of some kind. World reverse, not quite finished yet, though. Not quite ready to move on to the next step or the next phase in life. Maybe you're building up resources, or waiting to finish school, or you're just in the waiting period right now, for sure, in February. With the Seven of Wands, you're holding true to your desires and your passions, your beliefs. You're standing your ground on that. You're standing your ground on your will to push this through and see it through its end. And with the Queen of Cups in the home, you've got a compassionate supporter, whether this is someone that lives with you or just someone very close to you. Could be like a mom, a sister, or a spouse, someone that is very empathetic, that is very intuitive. They sense your needs. They are absolutely a shoulder to cry on when you're in need. I am getting the Princess of Cups reversed here as well, though. There's not as much fun going on in your home life, whether that's literally at your house or just when you're not at work or school or out and about kind of thing. There's just you're not having as much fun, not as much playfulness going on. There could even be like some emotionally charged arguments or drama happening, maybe some crying going on, and people getting hurt feelings, or maybe even received a unhappy emotional news recently or in February. All right, so how is Cancer rising expressing themselves in February? The Sun. You're showing up joyfully, happily. Prince of Wands, not communicating too well, though. Judgment. Hello. Five of Cups. Okay. So starting off here, like this is two separate things. Okay. First, you've got a lot of there's a new acknowledgement of yourself that you're wanting to express, where you understand who you are better, and you want to now move forward in expressing that, but you're not quite there yet at this time in February where you're ready to really speak your mind, everything like that. But you are bringing, at least at the minimum, which is wonderful, you're bringing in the Sun energy, the energy of joy and excitement, fun, pleasure, and self-actualization. So you're in better touch with yourself, your soul, who you actually are, and you're looking for ways to express that in the world, and kind of just getting started with that journey. Here's, I feel like, the reason behind why this is kind of like a breakthrough for you this month is you've got the Judgment card, which is always a breakthrough. The Judgment is the calling. It's the message. It's that deep inner knowing that once you know it, you never forget it. It's certainty, as type of spiritual certainty that comes from a great deal of experience. And with Judgment, it can relate to like a specific time period. It's not like I'm an elder now, so I know everything. It's more like I, started here, then I did this, then I did that, then I had this terrible thing happen, then I survived that, then I made something out of it, and now here I am with judgment. With it's almost like a full circle moment where you finally have that deep inner knowing of what you were meant to learn throughout all of those experiences, throughout that like segment of like a learning journey. And that is related to the Five of Cups, which is a card of sorrow and loss, but also of healing and hope. And I think that you're kind of learned that like through a traumatic and sad, maybe not traumatic, okay, maybe it was tough. Through a difficult, emotionally difficult experience, you learned something. You reclaimed a part of yourself. You understood who you are through that experience that hit you powerfully in a way that you will always take with you, and you'll never forget it. And because of that, now you can show up even more authentically in your self-expression than you were prior, and you're on your way towards being able to find a way of expressing that through verbally, like through what you're saying. Yep. All right, what's going on at work for Cancer rising? Cancer rising, what's going on at work for you in February? The Devil, the Empress too, what? And the Five of Swords. And the Chariot. Okay, so work situation's a big deal right now. You've got these two opposing forces here. These two cards couldn't be more different. You've got the Devil, which is like this entanglement and you know, pain, suffering, sadness, darkness, fear, loathing, regret, what, you know, all of the nasty energy of nasty vibes are contained within this. And more than anything, it's a attachment to something that is not good for you. And it's right here next to the Empress, which is ease and comfort, having all needs met. So maybe this is a job that you truly hate, yet you feel strongly attached to it because all of your needs are met because of this job. This could also mean that you kind of feel two sides to this job. Like sometimes it's really, really bad and sometimes it's really, really good. I do think with the Five of Swords here, though, you've kind of adopted this mentality of at all costs. So if you're moving towards this Empress, you'll accept this Devil because it's at any cost. You're willing to go through a lot of dumb BS in order to get all of your needs met and live in luxury and comfort. So, and then you've got the Chariot here, which is, it's chaotic at times. Your schedule may be crazy, or what's going on at work is a lot to handle. There's a lot of responsibility, a lot of like, you know, different balls in the air or opposing forces, and you are doing a fantastic job at managing that in whichever way that applies to you. And I have the Princess of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely a focus on learning something new, whether that's increasing your training to move up or going back to school, continuing school while you're working. This is all about, you know, this situation and how chaotic it is, I think, has put your focus on increasing your knowledge so that you can get yourself the hell out of this, for sure. All right. Now, the closest people to you in your life right now, Cancer rising, what are they up to? Eight of Pentacles, they're also working hard. They're up to the same old shit. Ten of Cups reversed and the Ace of Swords. You know, family life ain't too great, you know, sowing division in the family life. If this is someone that's in your family, they're just kind of being a butthead about the family harmony and security because it's might is right. I will have victory at any cost. And the Eight of Wands, it's just a lot of blah, 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 and nothing of substance ever fucking said. They're delusional. All right. Other people in your life, Cancer rising, what do they have that you're focused on right now? Oh, they're going to school. You're like, hey, educated people, that's what's up. They got their knowledge and wisdom. They know what's going on. Three of Cups reversed. Despite the naysayers, despite not having a lot of friends, they still found a way to unconditionally love themselves and to give unconditionally to others. So you're kind of learning a value through other people that, like, you don't need a huge circle of friends or a whole lot of supporters to be able to go after things that you absolutely love. You don't need permission to do that. And then we have the Ten of Swords reversed, which that's like they're not willing to destroy themselves to or who they are. Well, in order to get to where they want to be, I guess. I think maybe you're concerned about your this being self-destructive for you, you know, and you're kind of looking out to see what other ways are there of being. The Four of Pentacles reversed. Like, you're with this, you're probably spending as much as you're making, if not more. Like, is because when I worked at a job I absolutely hated, but I made good money, I blew money like to an insane level. And not everybody does that, but I was doing it because I was trying to justify why I was working there in the first place, because I hated it, right? So it was like a retail therapy. All right. What are you learning? The Emperor. Taking control over your own motherfucking life. That's what's up. Nine of Pentacles. Securing financial independence through mastery. So again, this goes back to the schooling, the training, the learning of whatever it may be. You realize that if you become highly skilled in something, you can be financially independent. You can do something that will make you wealthy and sought after for your high level skill. With the grapes here, that's what that symbolizes in the tarot. This is a fully integrated, comfortable, happy lifestyle with a person that does not need to depend on anyone else. And then with the Emperor, that's just more of the same, but it's also about being a leader, taking charge, and taking action. Taking action. You're learning how to take action. Anything else? Seven of Swords reverse. You don't have to have the whole plan in motion yet. You're learning that you don't have to figure everything out. And even trying to have everything figured out, in advance is causing you a lot of emotional anguish. And you're learning that if you just take those steps to take action and just do something, try something, you'll learn along the way, and it will actually set your mind at ease, because you won't be wasting all of your precious energy ruminating, researching, thinking, reconsidering, worrying some more. You're just already in action, and it takes you into the physicality and the moment of whatever it is you're doing, instead of separating yourself out of your senses and your body and your environment to worry and ponder and think and think and think. What will be the outcome by the end of February for Cancer rising? Seven of Pentacles. This is a reconsideration and a pause in the moment to figure out what the hell we're doing next. There's a taking stock. Wheel of Fortune. The timing will be right. Six of Wands. There's some level of embarrassment inherent here and a fall from grace. I think that when the time is right, you will, acknowledge this calling, that whatever you were saying you were going to do, whatever you were putting a great deal of your self-worth into, you're going to have to walk away from that with the Eight of Cups. And therefore, there's going to be a level of embarrassment, but the time is right. It will, it's got to be done. The Band-Aid has to be ripped off. It'll just feel kind of shitty because you were like telling everybody, oh, I'm going to, do this or do that. I'm going to be a doctor. And now it's like, I'm not fucking finishing medical school. I hate this. I'm going back and getting a law degree or whatever. There's some element of like embarrassment there. But King of Swords, okay? You have the excellent unsurpassed judgment. This is the most this is the wisest character of the court cards. You have excellent judgment, fair judgment. You've collected plenty of information about whatever the situation is in your life, and you know that this is the right thing to do. Especially for I'm seeing this pinnacle type of thing here, especially for your long-term financial and material security. All All right. What about other people? Are they helping you? What are they doing to help you, other people in February? Queen of Wands. They're building you up. They're saying how gorgeous your hair is. Or they're being a good example of how to do that for yourself. You're gaining confidence through the it could be people in your family. I got the Ten of Pentacles. You're gaining confidence through the appreciation from other people or the example from other people. How are others hurting? Cancer rising. The Magician. What else? The Magician. What else? Let me grab some of these. I haven't used in a minute. Clarify the Magician. That's how people are hurting. Cancer rising. Okay, that was like so many. Why did I do that? Okay. Check. Road. Leaf. Teapot. Homies. Bus. Checked box, meeting the criteria, getting things done, verified. Oh, okay. Magician. Like, you know, if you're looking at these magicians, they're verified. They've got everything that it takes. They know everything. Okay. So there's that. Empty road, feeling lost, desolation, and alone. So feeling like you're an outsider to those who have it all, or who check the boxes, or are a success, because you're not a success, because you're having to switch gears up here by the end of February and change what you're doing. Now you're feeling like in comparison with these people who checked all the boxes and did everything right. Okay, 71. Maple leaf, autumn, shedding of the old. 25, teapot, friendship, confiding with a loved one, comfort and joy. Yeah, it may be hard when you're going through this transition to confide in your loved ones in the same way, because there may be a feeling of an inadequacy. The way that you used to be able to relate to everyone because you were on this path, I'm going to be a doctor and that's how it's going to be. And so you know, we're like sharing a lot of stories with your other friends that are also in doctorate school, and now you're having to completely switch gears, and so it's cutting you off from those resources of support and friendship. Even if it like doesn't actually physically cut you off from those relationships, again, there's this insecurity here of feeling like you can't connect to people who got it right the first time. Okay, that's it. 134. Family dealing with a family member. Okay. 98. Bus, back to school, group travel. Okay, so then this is just like someone who thinks they know everything in your family is not going to be happy with your decision. Tough titties, I say, but you know, it's your life to live. All right. And what is Cancer rising letting go of in February? Ten of Swords reversed. Any self-defeating behaviors, anything that's stabbing yourself in the front. And the King of Swords. Okay, that's very interesting, because I got this also for another deck and the same position. This is letting go of having all the answers. And again, you're learning how to go forward without all the answers. This is letting go of having all the answers. You know that this isn't right. You know you need to move forward. You know what decision that you have to make. Yet you don't know how it'll all play out. And I think I want to like pull back to this alive. It doesn't matter how it all turns out. The point is you have your life, and it's your life. And, you know, as far as this reading goes, there's nothing here that would anywhere near put your life in jeopardy. Like, you can always go back to gratitude that I'm alive, I'm safe, I'm happy. I got family supporting me. I have a good sense of self now. I'm coming forward with this new self-expression. I've heard the calling. This is huge. Not everybody gets this, and it takes years for some people to get it. Not everyone gets it, okay? This inner knowing, this is for the water signs, right? I mean, everybody has access to intuition, but like we receive these messages more often than anyone else. That's a blessing because you're able to have this inner knowing of like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I have to change gears, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I know in my heart I cannot continue. And that's a powerful, beautiful thing. It's very valuable because if you didn't have this, how much longer would you gone down this path? Another couple years, 5 years, 10 years, the rest of your fucking life? That happens to people. This is a blessing. Replace ignorance by studying spiritual teachings. Okay. For this, there's wisdom in all of this. There's wisdom in what you've been through. This wisdom in what you're going through. It's important when moving forward, especially with this 5 of Cups here in your self-expression, that you always look to what the situation has to teach you. Why did you go down this path that you later decided was wrong for you? Well, I wouldn't have known it was wrong for me if I didn't go down it. Then I would have always missed that opportunity in my mind, and I would have always said, what if I would have been a doctor? Now you know. Now you know why you wouldn't have been a doctor. And in the process, you learn something more about yourself, about how, you were really, really good at studying, but the clinicals freaked you the fuck out. Like, those are all valuable messages. Just because the endeavor didn't work out completely to its logical conclusion doesn't mean that it wasn't exactly what you were supposed to be doing at the time you're supposed to be doing it, and that you gained valuable knowledge to go forward, knowledge that you needed to go forward. Okay. This one went quick. I feel like I read much faster for the water sign, being one myself. All right, let's get a message of Cosmic Oracle cards. That's it. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Okay, with these people here and the family, they're creating a havoc. I have to be right. Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of talk, no substance. And they don't change. Trust others once they've earned it. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. And I said family, but like, this is in the position of the people closest to you. So this is also like your husband or wife, your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, or someone that you're seeing, and stuff like that. Like, if you see these habitual patterns pop up, maybe your ex, someone that you were brokenhearted over, right? That's what we talked about over here. It was here for a reason. Maybe this person is showing more of the same. I always have to be right. My family situation's effed up, and now I'm like very, very pushy, and I want to move too fast or whatever. And it's like more of the same. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. What else? What else can we give? Cancer rising as advice for February. Okay. Live your life with both feet in. Commit to fully being here. Check in with your body and release any tension you're carrying. Yeah, there's definitely like, just be present. You're going to be all right. You're alive. Be living. Live. Live. Have some fun. Express yourself. Trust that you will be okay no matter what. And take good care of yourself too. And last, say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. And I think that what I was just saying, if you have a new person coming into your life and they're already showing some signs that they're just a repeat of the past, that's why. You've got to leave this baggage behind for good with this person, about how they were good to you once and then they turned into a piece of shit. And you still haven't quite gotten over that, and you just have accepted that as, your fate or whatever. Like, no, you deserve better. There's better things out there for you. And if you don't change your expectations, trust others once they've earned it. Leaving your baggage behind. If you don't change your expectations, then you're going to get more of the same. And you don't have to put up with that shit. So Cancer rising, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If you like that, I also do love and relationship readings for your Venus sign at the middle of the month. I do pick a card readings. Please give me a like and subscribe. I am so happy every time I see even a single one. It means so much to me just growing my channel at the beginning. And until I see you next time, adios.